Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Brian. Today I want to show you the Aqua Glow TEC 426 from Technician's Choice. This is a product that has many different uses and quite unique. Not a lot of video or information on the product, so I'm anxious to get into the video. Let's get started. Technician's Choice Aqua Glow Drying Agent TEC 426, sold by the gallon. You can also get it in smaller containers. 32 ounces a gallon. It's a little on the pricey side. However, you have to realize this is a concentrate. That's why I have the bottle right next to it. That's the 30-ounce bottle. This gets cut or diluted 6-to-1. So this is going to go a long way. And the $30 or $32 price tag for this gallon, you're going to find is very, very acceptable. Enhances paint gloss and shine, leaves a slick, high gloss finish, enhances the color and depth and clarity. It is hydrophobic, so it will bead. It has a water repelling effect that helps sheet off the surface. It also beads when you're misting the product onto the surface. When it floods the panel, it sheets. So it does both. Minimizing water spots, reducing drying time, safe on glass chrome trim, formulated for versatility, and I love versatility in detailing products, without staining or streaking. Lasts up to about 4 months of protection. You're realistically looking for maybe 2 at most. And it is a polymer protectant, drying aid. It does say it can stand up to Mother Nature, its contaminants, and UV exposure. I find, however, a lot of these products do very, very little for UV protection. As I mentioned, not a ready-to-use product. This is a concentrate, so you'll get a lot out of the gallon. I have a 30-ounce bottle. There are some 32-ounce bottles. There's 16-ounce bottles, so you just got to do the math as to how to dilute it 6-to-1. For me, in this 30-ounce bottle right here, we're going to fill the product up just below the 5-ounce mark. I believe it's 4.7 fluid ounces, and then fill the rest up with water. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, before you break the safety seal, shake the hell out of it. Get that rich polymer formula all mixed up or mixed together. And hopefully I'm going to have to get a funnel or I'll spill it everywhere. All right, with the funnel, hopefully I spill a little less. This is a viscous product. And there we go. We see a little bit of daylight underneath that mark. That's exactly where we want to be. And we'll fill the rest up with water up to the 30 fluid ounce mark right there below the neck. Right there. Perfect. Put the nozzle on there. Shake it up. And we are good to go. All right, the car is still completely wet, right? Fresh after a wash. What I like to do, the first way to use it, is just lay my drying towel flat on the surface. I'll grab my bottle and I will mist the product onto either side. And what that does for me is it gets the drying towel to absorb immediately. And it also gives me a little bit of lubrication at the same time. Then I will spray the surface. You could do one panel at a time from top to bottom, or if you want, you can go all the way around and spray all of the wet panels And then from top to bottom, you can proceed to dry your vehicle. You will feel the slickness immediately. The slickness, the shine, the gloss, the dripping wet look will come through immediately. That's what you're going to see. Let me set up the camera so you can see no streaking, no high spots, no smearing, no fighting you during the drying process. And hopefully I have you at a good angle where you can see that the drying process is truly a breeze with this product. You are drying it with a little bit more lubrication, adding safety to your drying process. You're also adding a little bit of protection. The product claims that it can protect the surface of your vehicle for up to 4 months. Realistically, you're probably looking at 2. And you're also boosting gloss and slickness at the same time. And you'll be around the car very, very quickly. So this method alone is going to be great for the mobile detailer, a high volume business where you're pumping out a lot of cars. Let's talk about maybe dealerships, car lots, auctions, anything where there is a high turnout and high flow of cars. This would be a great way to combine steps, the drying process, keeping the surface safe with a little bit more lubrication, and then adding gloss and protection to get those cars moving. Also, for those that work on your own vehicles, this would be a great product. Say you already have your vehicle protected, a wax, a sealant, ceramic coating, or PPF, but you still like to work on your car. You still like to make contact with it. You like to wash it. You like to dry it. You like to detail it. This product will come into play, and you only need that on your shelf to do so. Another way you can utilize the product is as a quick detailer. So maybe after a fresh wash, you've dried it with forced air, your leaf blower or a shop blower, and you want to give it a boost of gloss before a night out in the town or going to a show. You could use this as a quick detailer, a spray and wipe gloss boost for slickness as well. And on a dry panel from top to bottom, just take it, pick a panel, and mist the product onto the surface. I grabbed a nice plush microfiber. I'm going to rub the product into the surface evenly. I'm going to flip it over, buff it dry, buff to perfection, and it's as quick and easy as that. Very easy to use. It will not fight you. For me, it hasn't streaked or smeared or given me a hard time. And you'll be around the car quickly, or you should be. Not only great to detail paint, but your plastic surfaces, such as headlights, taillights, parking lights, if they're tinted or if they're aftermarket or stock, it doesn't matter. Or also these trim pieces, these plastic trim pieces. Now, it will not restore your plastic, but it will help to keep your plastic trim conditioned, or the conditioned look, nice and dark and rich. Black panel finishes, such as the trim across the front here. Glass, external glass windshield, side mirrors. Even works great on the instrument cluster plastic cover and your infotainment center screens as well. Don't forget about your wheels. Quick and easy, adds a little bit of protection to guard your wheel from brake dust. Brake dust, rail dust, is one of the most abrasive materials to come in contact with your paint and the surface of your wheels. So keep them clean, keep them protected. Lubrication from this will help. You can also keep a bottle of this, maybe a small bottle, 4-ounce, 8-ounce bottle, in the back with a microfiber towel. And you could do some spot cleaning as well. What does that mean? Well, if you have the front of your car getting smeared with bug splatter and maybe the windshield and the front of the mirrors, but the rest of the car is clean, you can use the product to mist on there, let it soak a little bit, soften up that garbage. You can wipe it free safely. Or what about a little bit of pollen? You want to wipe that off because that can be corrosive. Pollen is acidic. And if it gets wet after laying on your car for a certain amount of time, it can leave marks and stain. So spot cleaning is another great way to use it. Many uses for the Technician's Choice Aqua Glow. What about a surface that has no protection whatsoever? As you can see, none. No protection, no beading, no sheeting. It just flat covers that panel. Wash the vehicle. We're going to do glass and the painted surface here. Mist it. Dry it. Huge difference compared to when we started. Nowhere does it say that this is a spray and rinse type of protection, like, I don't know, a Geon Wet or your other spray and rinse products. This is to be misted on the surface as it's wet using a towel, or a quick detailer using a microfiber towel. And guys, it's not a ceramic coating, it's not a graphene coating, it's not a Teflon coating, it's just some polymer protection, and will boost gloss, minor filling capabilities, and also will boost the slickness on your vehicle and give you a little bit of protection. It does mention 4 months. Hey, let's just be realistic about it. Call it 2 months, and I will take 2 months. Every 2 months, use this as a drying aid, no big deal. I have no problem with it at all. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. I'll leave a link down below if you want to look into the product a little bit further. I would recommend it as a drying aid, as something to help cut back on marring during the drying process. Slickness, gloss, I could recommend it and would give it a 7 out of 10. This has been Brian from the Auction Car Reconditioning channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.